Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Today on the show, we are going to showcase Dedaio's Move Monk deck. I believe he posted this the very first day that the expansion hit, and I didn't give it much importance. I don't know, since in my opinion Monk is still dead, but this build aims to prove that wrong. And how to do it better than with what Monk was consecrated, that is moving creatures, and actually Monk received quite a lot of cards to play around with. So let's get over the build quickly and I'll tell you all about on how it should behave. So we have Bewildering Speed, Mortong Aspirant, Shadow Shift Caravan Enforcer, Dune Stalker, Grand Ball, Mad Dash, Mortal Traitor, Silt Strider, Corner Club Gambler, Dune Smuggler, East March Crusader, Golden Initiate, Monk Strike, Varen Acularius, Anasi, Apex Predator, Cliff Racer, Spoils of War. What this deck does is basically you just place your aggro creatures, and when stuff starts to, I don't know, get nasty in your lane, you just switch lanes using move cards and moving creatures. You also have some card drawing mechanisms, but mostly you rely on moving creatures around and dealing lots of damage. Why? Because the moves can buff your creatures. I'm talking about Caravan Enforcer being buffed by anything, any card or creature that moves it. I'm talking about any other card combined with Dune Smuggler. It'll buff it. Multiple Dune Smugglers or a Dune Smuggler and other moving cards will also buff that card, such as Bewildering Speed, which also gives it a bonus buff. Grand Ball with Dune Smuggler is also insane. Plus, you can also use Silt Strider to move creatures around and protect yourself as well. Don't forget, you also have like the Dune Stalker. Dune Stalker does exactly what Dune Smuggler does, but it relies on having Dune Smuggler on the board in order to buff creatures while it moves them. Monk Strike also moves. And the icing on the cake, the Apex Predator, it was introduced. Wait a minute. How do I do that? Come on. Yeah, that's it. Damn bug. Apex Predator. When the Apex Predator moves, deal 2 damage to your opponent and you gain 2 health. At the end of your turn, if there are no enemy creatures in this lane, move Apex Predator. That means you can move it even if you don't move it, and it will still deal damage. This is the build. This is mostly how it works. It also relies on a lot of reactive play. Like, you need to figure out what your opponent is going to be, what he's about to lay down. If he's going to lay down guards, and you know when to keep your moving cards in hand for that extra lethal push. To be frankly honest, while testing this deck, I did encounter some heavy control decks, so this deck kind of dies to heavy control decks. Unless like you pull insane amount of aggro early on and you manage to move something insanely multiple times and have that lethal before turn 8 or turn 7 or whenever the or I saw, yeah, that's basically when things go awry for this deck. So let's give it some matches and see how it goes. So we've queued up, we're ready to rumble. Let's see who our first opponent will be. Bum 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 bum. And our first opponent is a Daggerfall Covenant. Okay, I'll take that. Let's see what our hand looks like. Pretty crappy. Come on, give me better cards. To Mad Dash. I think I'll just have to throw one away. Ooh, right on the spot. Let's drop down the Mortal Traitor. Mortal Traitor is still one of the best aggro cards for green. 2 cost, 4/4. I'll just deal some damage. And I will play Corner Club Gambler, and I will throw away a Mad Dash. And my opponent will probably play an item. Yep. Goodbye, Morhorn Fighter. You've done your job. Apex Predator. 2 Apex Predators. Wow. Let's play a Golden Initiate. Another, wow, okay, 2 more Relic Hunters right off the bat. Deal some damage, gain some HP, and play. Let's play Eastmarch Crusader. Next turn, we will be laying an Apex Predator.
What have we here? What have we?
And we'll be able to deal insane amount of damage. If we can move that thing around. We've got 3 moving cards. Gone. So that's actually good. We didn't play the Apex Predator this turn. Pretty upset. Like, traded everything. How much damage can we pull off? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. My opponent summons like a lot of creatures and no guard into the shadow lane. Then it will be amazing. Prophecy, Silt Strider. Okay, let's deal some damage. That's 2 damage. And a Grand Ball. Massive arms. Who would have thought? The Relic Hunters should have been a telltale sign that it's an item, Daggerfall Covenant. We've got 7 possible Magicka with the ring. Now let's see how we can maximize the amount of damage that Apex Apex Predator can deal. Well, we can move it like 4 times. We can move it 4 times. That means it will deal 8. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is OP. Okay, so we'll deal 2 damage. Mad Dash, so it'll gain a lot. Now let's hope we don't... Oh, that's good. We don't hit Prophecy. Freaking Harpy. Yeah, the game is over. 2 more damage and lethal. All with the Apex Predator. Pretty cool, huh? Turn 6. Okay, let's play some more. Into our second game. And we're playing against a fellow monk. We'll keep these. Might be a bit greedy, but I have the ring. I don't know how much damage I'll receive until I manage to lay down an Apex Predator. But I got 2 moving cards so far. Oh, excellent starting card. So I can deal some damage in case it's not contested. If it's contested, I can just trade in and it'll respawn itself. Or not. Bandari Opportunist did what it does best. No play.
There is a toll for this road.
Ragini Highwayman. Now I'll draw cards. I'm gonna play Golden Initiate, try to contest it. See if I can manage to do that. Unless it's gonna move. And it's gonna be problematic. Another Highwayman. Oh! And they moved. And they got buffed. I'll have to use a ring charge to get out Cliff Racer. And I'll deal with that Highwayman. Just leaving that one on the board. Okay, no more card drawing. He decided to trade. Oh, wow. That thing is powerful. We could do some Pilfer Monk in the near future. Okay, good prophecy. Too bad. I think he's gonna contest it. I don't know. If he's got one more Bandari opportunist, he'll probably use that to trade and use the cut pass to start buffing it. So this is a Pilfer Monk with moves. No trade. Probably has. Oh, he will trade, but he'll trade with the bigger card that also has Breakthrough. Oh, snap. Let's move Apex Predator. So we got ourselves some nice damage here. Put that back into the Shadow Lane to protect it. Wow, okay. Ouch, this is gonna hurt. Master of Thieves. How can we deal with that? I'll just have to trade it like this. That leaves too much damage on the board. Damn it. I only have like 14 HP left. And there's like 11 damage just from the cut purse if I don't remove Master of Thieves. Let's move around. We're gonna deal some damage, and we're going to have to trade in to the cut purse because it's a pilfer card. Let's move this stuff around. Grand Ball, everything gets buffed. So far, so good. We have also gained some HP, like 20 HP, got back. Recovered quite nicely. 9 damage present on the board for my opponent. Now, if all goes well and Apex Predator is not removed, I can move it some more. And this in turn will give it extra buffs. Come on. Let's see if we... nope. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping like another card would be dropping into the Shadow Lane. Yeah, double attack from Bandari Opportunist. Yeah, we have lethal. We have lethal. Now, if we don't hit like any javelins, we have lethal. Let's move Apex Predator around. An extra card was added to the Shadow Lane, making Mad Dash. Excellent. 15 damage. Pew! Pew, pew, pew. Wow. Okay, so Apex Predator saved the day for a second time. That card is pretty good. And our third and final match. And with this, we will wrap it up. It's pretty late, so bedtime. Keep more tongue, but throw away spoils of war. Ooh, that's actually good. We've got some moving creatures for Caravan Enforcer. We also have a Cliff Racer. Okay, so Morgtongue Assassin, Aspirant, sorry, is going to help us early on with the board. Brotherhood Sanctuary. So it's a Slay Ebonheart Pact. Too bad don't have enough Magicka to play Dune Smuggler and Dune Stalker at the same time. A Nasi. I will use Dune Smuggler. And Caravan Enforcer will receive +2/+2. So far so good. Curious to see which creature my opponent will trade into with his Sanctuary Pet. He's probably looking for an Archer's Gambit or maybe an item. Okay. He could have an Archer's Gambit or a crossbow in hand, but probably just wanted to draw something better. Still has the ring charge. Could be an Archer's Gambit. Nope. No Archer's Gambit and no play. Pretty neat, huh? I have 2 moving cards. I'll deal this 2 damage. And let's start moving Caravan Enforcer again. Oh, low battery. There it is. People who wanted to see low battery, right here. 5 seconds ago. Excellent. 6 damage. Opponent is down to 16. We are giving him cards though. Drive mad. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I also have a mad dash. Prophecy. I'm gonna play a Nasi and steal that lethal. Sorry. Mine now. We'll probably be seeing some more Shacklers. Nope, Fell the Mighty. Fell the Mighty, goodbye Nasi. 5 damage would have been great. Could have been lethal. Great. A Nasi, Morgtongue, Aspirant, and Cliff Racer. That's exactly 11 damage, right? Yeah. 5 + 4 + 2. Well, let's throw away the Immortal Trader because currently in this state, it's kind of useless. Why? I'll tell you why. It can die to a ping, a lethal ping, and that will just ruin my lane. Because last gasp, if you don't know what Immortal Trader does, it lays down a 2/1 guard for your opponent. Okay. If that's everything. What? What was that? Squish the Wimpy. Oh, it could have been so lethal. Morgtongue. I don't want to play the Corner Club Gambler. I just don't. Because there's nothing bad that I can throw away from my hand. I can push for lethal. If my opponent decides to like spawn some stuff and just bulk unload them into a lane, I can play a Cliff Racer and Mad Dash, buff it really high, and then just push for lethal. Oh, and also the Corner Cup Gambler would probably get pinged to death. A Cradle Crush Giant. Okay, let's play my whole Traitor and drop the Silt Strider. Most likely, ping effect. Lethal ping. It's even hard Pac-Man. 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 It's Pac-Man. It's even hard packed, and we are all used to lethal pings. Come on. Another Cradle Crush Giant. Wow, okay. If it survives, I win. It does not survive, and I don't draw cards. That's bad. Spores of War. Well, guess I'll just play Spores of War and... Ooh! 2 Cliff Racers. Yeah, I can end the game with that, or I can just play 1 Cliff Racer and then Mad Dash, and then move it again, game +1/+1, and that's it, lethal. But I need my opponent to summon something in a lane to make it 2 creatures. Oh, that's great. There's 2 creatures everywhere, so no matter where I lay down my my Cliff Racer, game is over. Let's use the moving mechanisms because it's fun. Mad Dash, exactly 7 damage, and it's game over. So Move Monk can still be powerful if you have Apex Predator and you can combine it with God knows what. Well, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Cheers.